Squeezing my brush a little bit to add a touch, a little more water. So getting back here. The rain has stopped and now immediately there are more kids outside. Wow. Just those little tiny bits of detail. Look at that. That just a couple of those leaves, giving them a sharper point, works so good. Squeezing the brush. Cleaning the brush. This is not going well here. I was distracted, thinking about something else. Actually thinking about what am I going to wear tonight. Yeah, right. I can think about that later. Let's try again. I also think that I should take a break now. I cannot paint for hours. I cannot color for hours. Yeah, I can color for hours a day, but I need to have short breaks. I cannot concentrate for so long, so. Well, I'll take that break right now and then I'll get back. There are a couple of things that I need to do. I need to add a touch of green here in the center parts of the poinsettia flowers. then I don't like this tiny apple. It looks too dark. Need to fix that. There is a tiny, this is too bright. Need to fix that. And then these areas, that is supposed to be some sort of moss. So I need to fix that too. And there's a tiny triangle here that needs some more color. So I'll let things dry and then I'll get back and well. So this will be the last episode of this Christmas watercolor along. And I am going to finish it now. I'm going first to work on these apples. These apples, they are smudgy and brown, and so I'm using the angled brush for getting off all the excessive paint. This is a wise lesson, and the problem I think happened when I started putting in too many colors while the paper was still wet. And then you get these smudgy browns. I have to be careful because I'm putting that tissue right on top of the painting and the tissue is getting wet too. So I don't want to ruin the painting, so I'm keeping it in my hand now. I'm taking off, rubbing off paint, and I'm not going to put in fresh paint immediately. I will first let this dry completely, otherwise I will make exactly the same mistake. More water. Now this fixing this mistake you can only do that if you have good quality water paper. These look ugly too, actually. So let's put in water, wait a little while for the paint to become active again. I will add a little more to these. And let's see if I can pick up more paint with, yeah, this is working. But the little ones, they need a little more rubbing, so I will do that. So I'm picking up as much paint as possible. Extra water. So I'm coming in with the tissue. So now I will have to let this dry, and then hopefully I will be able to make it look a little better. I think I can. While the apples are drying, I can do a little more work here on the center part of the poinsettia flower. I'm going to put in a touch of the phthalo green light. Just a little dot. Like that. Let's do the same over here. And over here. Now over here. Oh, yeah. I should be here. And I will pick up quite thick paint. I think I need a little more. Yeah. Now this one. It's raining, raining, raining. Now let's take a look at this stuff. I wanted it to be moss. So a grayish, light grayish moss. I want it to look light, I think. So I'm going to start with a very, very light wash of Payne's Grey. Picking up a tiny bit of Payne's Grey and then let's see. I'm going to do that differently. Here I have a plate. Let's pick up Payne's Grey, put it on the plate and give it a lot of extra water so it becomes very, very light. This is the first time that I'm using this one, I think, in this video series. Very light, and then put in no, it doesn't. I must concentrate. Come on. Just tiny dots of a little bit of grey. Picking up more. There's more here. I will have to let that dry and then I can go around it and make it stand out a little bit more. Now over here there is a bit of paint that looks very bold, very thick. Let's change that a little bit. Make it look a little bit more just picking up the excessive paint. Maybe just do it like this. That looks better already. Now over here we have a very bright yellow part, but that seems a little bit strange. So I am going to pick up that yellow bright with my angled brush. Maybe just do it like this again. Yeah. And then it's important to let things dry again. Very important. And then I can add a different color in it. Well, I'm actually very pleased already with the way things look. I would never have dreamed of being able to do this, you know. I thought, let's give it a try, do a watercolor along project for Christmas. It scared the hell out of me, but I learned so much. This is raw umber. Adding some extra water to it. It's very dark already, I have to say. I have an hour before sunset, or even more, but you know, it's raining and it's dark. I'm glad that that my phone is able to do the recording so well. Picking up a little more of the raw umber. Well, has this dried yet? Yes, that's good. Let's take a look at those. Okay, I'm just going to try. I will go in with lemon yellow. Let's see, I hope this is going to work. Maybe a touch of raw sienna, just a tiny touch. Picking it up right now, just a touch. I will let things dry first now. Don't want to make the same mistake as I did before. Let's go back to this area. This is difficult, actually. Yeah. Picking up forest green. Now at this point I really have to remind myself, girl, do not go for perfection, but go for beauty. I will have this look like this. I really should go for beauty. And that means if the big picture looks good, then it's fine. Let's see what I can do over here. I am going to pick a touch of phthalo blue, just a touch. Look. Now let's see. I'm just looking from different angles right now to see what I want to change. There are more things I want to change than I can change right now. So I will now focus on the things that I can change. For example here, adding a touch of the forest green. Every time when the rain the rain is less heavy, then there is more fireworks outside. I'm sure you can hear those shots. Taking a step back again. Going to add a touch of Payne's grey. I now hear sirens. Well, I hear them very often here. People get wounded. People will get wounded tonight, you know. That's just not... I can imagine if the government here will decide to stop people from having their own fireworks. It can be very dangerous. So I'm just playing around with Payne's grey a little bit. And again, I have no idea how to tackle this, the moss thing, so I'm just experimenting. Let's take another look at those apples here. I would like to give them a touch of green. Phthalo green light. Let's see if that works. So I'll let that dry again. Okay, these apples, they need a tiny finishing touch, I think. I'm going to use my water brush, the Panto one, the tiny one. I'm going to start with raw umber. I hope the paper is dry. Yes, it is. And I'm a bit more careful and more precise than the first time. The first time was not so nice. This already looks so much better. So much better. Guys, I have a feeling that I'm about to finish this one, this painting. In a couple of minutes it will be done. Now, how do you know when a painting is done? Well, that is the most difficult part of painting, I think, and drawing. I tend to stop to finish it when the risk of ruining it becomes too high. You know, if you do too much, you will ruin things. And I'm slowly learning to recognize that moment. Need to pick this up. Because it's very, very important that you learn to recognize the moment that it is enough. So I really would like to add a touch of extra shadow here, but maybe I shouldn't. I'm standing up right now and I'm looking through the camera. I think this is it. I think I should leave it like this. I'm going in again, maybe a tiny touch here. Need to clean that brush. This is very difficult. You know, I think this is... I shouldn't do anything more. I think this is the time to finish it. Let's take another look. Is it perfect? No. But I think that for a first time painting, I've never done a painting like this, so I think for a first time there's enough beauty in it. I like it. So now it's time to do some signing, and I'm going to sign over here. I drew a line there. Now let's go. That's it. So I will let this dry for a while, and then I will remove the graphite line, well, I'm very pleased with this. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to next projects. But the first thing that will come is the Watercolour Along project that I will have to finish. And I will also start doing more pencil work. So you will see videos of colored pencil art. So here is the magnificent Derwent electrical eraser. Let's go. Oh, sorry. So guys, this is it. I wish you a very happy new year, a colorful new year, and I hope we will together do a lot of joyful hours of coloring and painting. So see you in the future episodes of Passion for Pencils. Bye bye.